Oh, Tim from Fair Play Now, and it's the 8th of January 2021, and as we go into this latest lockdown, I was going to do a video every day, but quite honestly I haven't been able to do that, purely and simply because some days I could just get so kind of depressed really that I just haven't got the motivation to do it. So I think I'm going to have a change of tactics and just do a video, or maybe even a couple of videos like today, just when I am feeling a bit better and I have got the motivation and something to say. But I have been observing what's been going on in the last few days. It's been a heck of a couple of days, hasn't it, with the whole Washington storming of Congress thing. But what I'd like to talk about more is, I think we're being tested by the government. I really do. I don't know if you noticed, but when the lockdown was first announced a few days ago, Johnson said, oh yeah, it's just going to be for 6 weeks, mid-February. And have you noticed they're not even going on about these fire break or circuit breaker lockdowns anymore? It's just 3 weeks, just 4 weeks, just circuit breaker. That's all gone out the window, hasn't it? It's almost like when they're saying that, they're kind of just being cautious, but now they've got away with that last November lockdown, they're a bit more brazen. And I think we are being tested. Yeah, Johnson initially said it's probably going to be for 6 weeks until mid-February, and then literally the day after it was, it's going to be March, and then yesterday, it could well be into April now. And then I've even seen some people going on about longer than that. And it's almost like we're being tested. It's like, looks like we've got away with saying it's February, mid-February. I wonder if we can get away with March. Let's push it. And then if we don't get much pushback on that, let's see if we can get it to April. It's almost like that's what they're doing. And another area where we've been tested, I don't know if you heard this yet, but they tried to bring that, they're trying to bring that whole clap for carers, clap for the NHS thing back. And it was supposed to have happened last night at 8 PM. Yesterday was a Thursday, which is when it sort of happened before. And whereas before, obviously a lot of people did it, I didn't do it because I sort of saw it as a BS it is even back then, but a lot of people did do it back then, but I've noticed hardly anyone did it yesterday, and that's what they're saying. So many people saying, it's quiet as the graves, sort of where I am. Certainly where I am, it's I didn't hear any clapping or anything. I don't know about you, maybe you want to leave it in the comments below. Did you hear any clapping last night? And I certainly didn't where I am. So I really think people are starting to get fed up, so much so that they're not doing this thing. And another interesting thing, apparently the woman who instigated the whole clap for carers thing, it turns out she's a Dutch woman, and she's she said she's a yoga instructor, but it turns out she's actually big boss of this market research company. What's the odds that that is some kind of test to gauge public opinion around the whole COVID narrative? And at the start of the pandemic, when the clap happened the first time round, they got plenty of support, but they've now found they're not getting the support now, and apparently she's now pulled the whole thing where she suggested the clap again. She's pulled her posts down, deleted them, because she's obviously seen that she's got a lot of negative feedback on it this time. And as I say, just hardly anyone did the clapping either. I think Keir Starmer did, and that's about it. So yeah, there is signs of a pushback, definitely. So yeah, and signs of a great awakening. I did say in my last video that Talk Radio had been banned from YouTube. Well, they seem to be back now, so they're literally reinstated within about 8 hours of being pulled down. That was a very weird, very interesting little episode. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for this video, but I will be back later on today with a video I think you're going to find really, really interesting. I've got some access to some latest data, which is highly revealing. So I'll be showing that data, showing you what I think it means, and I'll be trying to get that out in the next sort of few hours, sort of sometime today. But until then, Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.